And right now, Israel ramping up its nearly 2-year war with Hamas, pushing forward with a plan to take over Gaza City. The move renewing calls to end the conflict, as critics say it will put both Palestinians and hostages at risk. Correspondent Shosh Bedrosian is live in Tel Aviv with more on all of this. Shosh.
Well, Kelly, thousands of people came out to the streets here in Tel Aviv tonight to protest this possible expansion of the war of Gaza City, to be exact, which was voted on Thursday into the early mornings of Friday by Netanyahu's security cabinet. But these protesters came out outside of the IDF headquarters in Tel Aviv. And in addition to Hostages Square, they are pressuring the government to make a deal, saying that these operations, if they expand, it will harm the lives of the hostages that are still alive, as some of them are believed to be held in places like Gaza City. So the outrage and the pressure on the Israeli government also comes on the heels of these horrifying videos Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad released of 2 hostages in captivity recently. Both of them broken down emotionally and physically, with obvious signs of abuse and starvation. One of them is Evyatar David, who was seen being forced to even dig his own grave inside of a narrow tunnel he's being confined to. He's seen in completely emaciated form, skin and bone condition. It has sparked outrage here in Israel. And a former hostage says David is likely being held with hostage Guy Gilboa Dalal, whose father addresses the hunger concerns in the Gaza Strip and how it relates to the hostages today.
Hamas is starving them, not Israel. Israel is giving them food. Hamas have food and not give them to the hostages also. Hamas is not hungry. He's stealing the food and sell it to the Gazan people with a lot of money.
And we are learning at this time, U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff met today the Qatari Prime Minister in Spain to discuss a plan to end the war in Gaza and to release all of the hostages still in Hamas captivity at this time. That's new reporting according to Axios. The reporting also suggests that a possible new plan could delay this Israeli military escalation to fully enter and take over Gaza City, which would mean 1 million people taking shelter there would need to evacuate. Now, we know that about 2 weeks ago, Witkoff met with the families of hostages here in Tel Aviv. He explained to them that the Trump administration was actually looking to secure an all-or-nothing plan, which seeks a comprehensive deal to end the war in Gaza, but also get all of the hostages released at one time instead of a piecemeal deal. Now, the plan to take over Gaza City to remove Hamas from the area was approved by Israel's security cabinet on Friday morning in a meeting that lasted hours. It also differs and is limited compared to what Netanyahu had suggested before the meeting, which was the intended military takeover of the entire Gaza Strip. Meanwhile, we also know that aid continues to enter the Gaza Strip, with the IDF confirming for the first time now that Greece and Italy have stepped up to the part of aid droppings over the enclave, saying today 106 aid packages were airdropped throughout the Gaza Strip, all in cooperation with 6 different countries, which was led by Koga. Now, Kelly, back to the protests that I believe have officially wrapped up here in the Tel Aviv area. One of the mothers of a hostage had a clear message for Netanyahu today. She said, quote, "If you invade parts of the Gaza Strip and the living hostages are murdered, we will pursue you in the streets during elections and everywhere at all times." We know today protesters also blocked one of the main highways in the Tel Aviv area, leading to some arrests. Kelly?
Yeah, desperate situation, really on all sides. Correspondent Shosh Bedrosian, live in Tel Aviv. Shosh, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.